Hey, and welcome to the Sports Gamer cast for FIFA 10 for the PlayStation 2. We're kind of practicing here with some video, learning the ins and outs of what we got here at our studio. So we're messing around here with the PS2. It's not exactly the premier titles we're working with here from the get-go, but we thought we'd look at the PS2 game that might be the last PS2 sports game. Well, there's still Pro Evo Soccer's coming out, and there might be an MLB title, and I wouldn't discount another Madden or FIFA from EA, but there's a chance this one could be the last FIFA, so we thought we'd look at it. Set up a game here between the CPU. It's on world-class setting between Chelsea and Manchester United here. I'd play the game myself, but I'm so used to the current-gen Xbox 360 and PS3 versions that, I really am not very good at the PS2 version anymore. What can I say? I have a couple videos on the channel showcasing myself playing the game. Take from them what you will. I'm not as skilled with the PS2 version after playing the current-gen versions. So get into the PS2 game, I guess. We got it is what it is. It's been this way for the last 4 or 5 versions of this game. Hasn't changed much over the years. So basically, I guess you could say this is the premier FIFA for the PS2. I would say that maybe gameplay-wise, this is about as sharp as it gets. One drawback with the package is no online play anymore. EA is not supporting the PS2 online. Not many, if anyone, is. I don't think any companies are anymore. PS2 online, so there is no online. Other than that, it's really the same version of the game that you've probably played before upgrading to the current gen system. So if you haven't yet, the only drawback is no online, so no Be a Pro, obviously. There is a Be a Pro feature for offline, of course, and I do have a video on the channel of that. It's a different camera than the one used in the current gen. It's a little more zoomed and focused in on your guy. So from the feedback I've seen on the channel, people tend to like that view. So you could check a video there for some Be a Pro game. As far as the PS2 version on its own, if you play the PSP version, it's very similar too. It's a little more quicker paced, I'd say. It's more difficult. It's just difficult to get used to if you played the current gen versions to death now. I think why the pace is quicker, the controls are a little bit dodgy. They're kind of slow to react. So there's times where it's a little bit tough to pull off a pass. It won't always. I've had a couple times it won't always pass. The computer, even when you play them on the hardest setting, and there's a nice goal there. I believe that was a Rooney. No, it wasn't. It was a Berbatov header. But I believe there's a setting on FIFA where you can make the game go a little faster, but it still is hampered by the slow response controls, and you won't see that much in this game. It's CPU versus CPU, but you will see it when you play the CPU, no matter what setting it is. The CPU might get a free chance at net and not score because they're just taking too much time sort of corralling the ball and making a decision that they don't get a shot off, and they get the goalie is able to jump on the ball. So and you'll also see that playing on your own. I mean, you'll want to get a shot off, and you won't be able to get a shot off quick enough, or you won't be able to get a pass off as quick as in the current gens. And the defense, even though it didn't seem like they'd get the ball, they end up collapsing on the ball and getting the ball. So the PS2 version, the slow react controls hurt it, and make it difficult to actually get a decent attack going, because especially if you're used to the current gen version of the game. Another thing I'd add is if you're playing this on an HD TV, which I was playing this on an HD TV, I'm not sure if it's the PS2 itself or the game itself, but the animation could get choppy, especially when there's a lot of players around the net. I think that probably has to do with the HD TV and the upscaling, all that. I'm pretty sure, because I really doubt there'd be a whole lot of choppiness and slowdown in this game when there never really was before, and why it would all of a sudden come up in FIFA 10 would be beyond me. But if you're trying to play this on HD TV, like with a lot of these PS2 games, it's difficult. I have a setup. I use the component cable hookups. I try to get the best I can. It's difficult, though. It's almost better to play PS2 on a standard TV. To get this widescreen takes a little bit of practice. I, of course, use the Hauppauge HD PVR, and I use Pinnacle Studio Ultimate to try to get a widescreen view. This is how I see the game on my TV, although the capture is actually almost a little bit better quality than how I actually see it on my TV. When you're displaying it on HDTV, it's just not a great looking thing. So it's better to play these games on a standard definition TV. Well, that's FIFA 10 for you. This is Phil at the Sports Gamer. Check us out at thesportsgamer.com. We'll be doing a lot more of these casts and commentary for a lot of games. We'll have part 2 of this video up on the channel as well. No commentary on that one, just so you can see how this game finishes. Yeah, stay tuned. Keep checking the channel and keep checking the blog, sportsgamer.com.